How you doing? I'm Darren with Ash Kickin' Barbecue, and today we're talking pig wings. Now, if you don't know what a pig wing is, it's just a piece of meat cut from the shank of a hog, and it's cut from the fibula. There's a single bone in there, and it's tender, delicious, dark meat, and I'm really excited to cook these today. So we're going to be cooking on the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600. We're going to be running Cookinpellets Longhorn blend pellets, which is just mesquite, cherry, and hard maple. I think it's going to go wonderful with this pork, especially the cherry is going to give it some nice color. So let's bring you in and show you how we're going to prep these pig wings. So how we're going to prep these pig wings is, you can see here, there's a lot of fat and a lot of silver skin on there, and that's going to add as a barrier for our rub and our smoke, so we want to go ahead and make sure we remove this. And right here, this is just a little piece of fat and meat that we're just going to take off because that's just going to burn up out on the cooker. What you want to do is just go ahead and remove any of this fat and any of this silver skin. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. The best way to do it is just to get your knife underneath and try not to remove any meat, but just take that silver skin off. And it helps if you have a sharp knife for this. Mine does need to be sharpened. So we're just going to go ahead and remove as much as we can and just be careful not to take off any meat here. Okay guys, and you can see I have this trimmed up. You can see this is where the bone is running over here. So that's looking pretty good, pretty cleaned up. So I'm going to set this off to the side, get this one trimmed up, and I will bring you back. Okay guys, you can see our pig wings are looking pretty good here. We got them cleaned up for the most part. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and cook these basically like I would ribs. So I'm going to start off with a coat of the Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub. And we're just going to go ahead and use that as our base layer. Go ahead and press it in. Flip it over. Repeat the process on the other side. And then we're just going to pick up any excess from our board with the pig wings here. Now the next rub we're going to come in with is this Elk Creek Barbecue, and this is hog knuckle, and this stuff is really delicious. It gives stuff a great color. So this is going to be just our color rub, a little bit of flavor on there, a little bit of barbecue flavor on these. I'm going to go ahead, just get a light coat on each of these. Go ahead and press it in, and this stuff smells awesome. It already smells like barbecue. Go ahead and press that in. That is looking pretty good to me. We'll pick up any excess on our board here. Make sure we get everything coated up evenly, all our sides. All right, now that we have our pig wing seasoned up, I'm gonna go out and get the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600 fire up, and I will meet you guys outside at the cooker. All right guys, you can see we have our pig wings on the cooker. We are running at 300 degrees on our Pit Boss Pro Series 1600. We have Cookinpellets Longhorn blend on here, which is just mesquite, cherry, and hard maple. So we're gonna go ahead and let these smoke for an hour, and then we'll come out and check on them. And like I said, we're cooking these just like a rib. So we will see you guys in 1 hour. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and check on our pig wings here. It has been 1 hour. You can see they are looking absolutely delicious. A lot of nice bark forming on there, super juicy, just dripping right there. So we're gonna go ahead and take an internal temperature on these, see where we're at. Hopefully you can see that we're about 160. I'd like to get these up to about 170 degrees before we wrap them up. So this one's about 166. So we're gonna let these go for about 20 more minutes, and then I'll bring you out, and then it'll be time to wrap. So we'll check on these in about 20 minutes, and we will see you guys then. All right guys, it's been 20 more minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and check on these pig wings. You can see, looking delicious. Still looking nice and juicy. That bark is set up nicely. It's not coming off when we touch it. So we're gonna go ahead and get these inside and get them wrapped. Show you the other one here. That is looking fantastic. So let's get these inside and get them wrapped, and I will meet you guys in the house. All right guys, so to wrap these up, you can see I just have a piece of aluminum foil here folded over, so it's basically doubled up. We're gonna go ahead and take our pig wing, and look at the color on that. That looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, it smells wonderful. I can't wait to try this, but we gotta get them tender. So I'm gonna take 1 pad of softened butter here and just kind of put that on top there. And then I'm gonna be using some Head Country Apple Habanero barbecue sauce. And we're just gonna go ahead and drape it over the top and run it a little bit around it, just so it has a little bit of liquid in there. Keep it moist and steam it. get it nice and tender. And then we're just going to go ahead and wrap this up. So we'll go ahead and fold over like that. And then fold up our sides. So it's a nice little package like that. We're going to repeat that with our other one. A little pat of butter. Look at that. Nice little pullback on that bone. It almost looks like a big old meaty rib. Man, I can't wait to try this. Go ahead and press that down. Hit it with some sauce. Run it all the way around. Then we will go ahead and we will wrap it up. Except I think for this one we'll go to the side. Nice and tight. Over, over, over like so. We'll go ahead and we'll tighten it up. And we are going to get these back out onto the cooker, and we will probably check them after about an hour. So I'm going to get these back on, and I'll check in with you after the hour mark, and we'll see if these are tender or not and see how they're going. But like I said, I'm really excited to try these. So we will see you guys in 1 hour. All right, guys, so it has been 1 hour. We're going to go ahead and check our pig wings, and I did go ahead and check the internal temp on these. They're reading at about 208 to 210 degrees. So I'm just going to open these up so you can see them there. Go ahead and grab our Thermoworks. So 208 degrees there. It's feeling pretty tender, feels good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take these out, and because that bark softened while it was in the wrap, we're just going to go ahead and let these sit on the cooker for about 3-4 minutes and just let that bark harden back up on there. So we'll go ahead and get these back on and let this bark reset itself. Of course, you can do this with ribs as well, but looking absolutely delicious there. So we're going to go ahead, get this closed down, and we'll come back and check on it in about 2-3 minutes, and we'll get them sauced up. All right, guys, so it's been about 3 minutes. You can see our pig wings have set back up. They're looking absolutely delicious. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get some sauce on them. And I just have a little warmed up sauce here. Just going to go ahead and brush them up just for a little glaze. You can see that sauce has a really nice glaze on it. Now we're just going to get them back on the cooker, close this down, and we're going to let that sauce set for about 5 minutes, so we'll see you then. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 minutes. We went ahead and let our sauce set. You can see there, those look absolutely delicious. Beautiful glaze on them, beautiful color. So we're going to get these inside, we're going to let them rest, and then it'll be time for a taste test, so we will see you then. Alright guys, you can see we have our pig wings here. They look absolutely awesome. They smell wonderful. I can't wait to try them. But before we do, let's just go over what we did. We went ahead and seasoned our pig wings from Porter Road with Party Rub and Hog Knuckle. We got them out on the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600 at 300 degrees with the hopper loaded up with Cookinpellets Longhorn blend, which is just mesquite, cherry, and hardwood maple. I really wanted that cherry color, but I wanted the flavor of the other smoke, and I really think this came through on there. We let these cook for about 1 hour and 20 minutes until they had good color. We wrapped them up with a little butter, a little bit of sauce, and we cooked them until they were about 208, 210 degrees. Got them nice and tender. We pulled them off, we sauced them, we let them rest, and now I can't wait to try them. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'm going to grab this one right here because it looks like it has a handle. Man, that is absolutely delicious. It's smoky, it's sweet, it's sticky, it's got wonderful flavor. It doesn't have the texture of a rib. It's more along the lines of like a ham kind of, but it almost reminds me of a beef rib, the texture of it. It's absolutely awesome. I'm going in for another bite. Look at that, just biting straight off the bone. Really nice bite to it. Excellent flavor. And how's that for a nice clean bite? That is absolutely delicious. Guys, you got to give these a try. Check out your local butcher. Check out online because you can get them online. I know Porter Road has these. That's where I got these from. And be sure to give them a try. It's a fun new cook, and people will absolutely love them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.